Okay, so waypoint has been executed and it's now rising up to altitude. Oh, that's pretty high. Hey guys, welcome back to the Drone Files, and today we have a rather interesting drone to review. This time around it is the X4 Desire Pro by Hubsan, and I believe the Desire Pro is actually currently the most affordable GPS drone by Hubsan. Correct me if I'm wrong there. It has GPS positioning, as you can see here on the box, live streaming, and also functional waypoints and follow me. These two functions I believe are GPS features. And let's take a look at the back of the box. There is the transmitter here. Over here we have a longer list of features that it has. It even has altitude hold, altitude hold and position hold, which is also a GPS feature. So it is pretty interesting, a pretty interesting model, because Hubsan is not known for producing toy drones that are below $100, let alone toy drones that feature GPS below $100. Here are more features at the side of the box. It has a 50-meter, I believe this is the FPV reception distance. It takes about 130 minutes to charge and has a flight time of approximately 12 minutes. So let's go ahead and unbox this Desire Pro. This Desire Pro, this sample was provided by Gearbest, so be sure to check them out for more deals like this. Oops, it's the other side. Okay, so here is the drone itself, and there's a battery here. This is the 7.6 volt 750 mAh battery. Okay, and here we have the remote controller or transmitter. Over here are some prop guards, and this is a screwdriver. The user manual is down here. So there is a parts pack here. Okay, there is the charger, USB charger, a set of extra props, and some screws. Okay, so this is what you get in the box for the Desire Pro, and let's have a closer look at the drone itself. Looks like a pretty common Hubsan design that they have been using in the previous quads. Here's the camera, and this is a drone that features brush motors. There is a battery compartment at the back here. Okay, so I'll be giving the X4 a full charge and I'll bring it out for a test flight. Okay, so here we are outdoors, and the first thing I'm going to test is the Desire Pro's GPS capabilities, and specifically I'm going to test the return to home. And now we have the app turned on and there are 11 satellites locked on. Okay, let's try to fly this thing. So I'm going to use the automatic takeoff feature. It will rise up to approximately 2 meters, and now I'm using the stick control, and you can see here the stick control on the transmitter itself. So let's bring it out maybe about 100 meters and let's see what it does. Something's wrong with the transmitter. It doesn't seem to respond. It's kind of weird. Not connected. Okay, so I pretty much lost connection with the Desire Pro in about 50 meters, and now I'm being forced to bind it again with the smartphone, which is okay. So now with the phone back on, it's able to. Okay, so now I'm gonna press the return to home feature, takeoff point. So it's going to go back to home. It's going to rise up in the air and it's going to come back to its home spot. Okay, so it's a bit off there. So that's about 3-meter difference, so not that bad. Okay, so now for the second test flight, I'm gonna see if I can the range test on this thing. Let's see if it can go beyond that distance, because 20 meters is a very disappointing distance. It's still there. Okay, this time around it's much further than what I originally had. And there's a very bad latency lag on the Wi-Fi. So this thing, if it loses connection with the transmitter, it just stays there and doesn't return to home. And I'm not sure whether there is any setting in the drone itself that can let the drone have where there is a fail-safe where the drone will go back on itself by itself. The GPS position hold feature seems to be doing quite well. It's just that I'm a bit concerned with the range of this Desire Pro. So if you're going to fly one of these, maybe getting a Wi-Fi repeater would be a good idea. Okay, so battery is running low now, and I'm going to so battery is at 35%. Let's just give it a bit more flight and then we'll call it a day for, we'll just call it back for landing. Okay, so I'm gonna hit the return to home button here. Oh, it's not working. Okay, so I'm gonna take it back. So it will point its nose towards the home direction, and then it will rise up to the return to home altitude before going down. Okay, it's coming down now. Okay, this time it's a lot more accurate than the first attempt. This time around it's about almost at the landing spot, the takeoff spot. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the second test flight. This time around I'm gonna test the more advanced GPS features such as Orbit and Follow Me. And as you can see here, I'm not using the original battery because I only have one original battery, and this is another battery that I took off from another quad. And I'm just strapping it down at the bottom because it doesn't fit in the battery bay. Okay, this is one feature of the Desire Pro that I find a bit annoying, because each time you start a flight, it asks you to perform a compass calibration, and I mean every single flight. I'm not sure why it's like this, because for other drones it's not necessary to do a compass calibration for every flight. Okay, orbit mode. Okay, it's orbiting. Okay, let's hope it doesn't fly away or something. Okay, it's orbiting. Okay, it seems to be working. Oh, there seems to be some trees. I'm gonna raise it up a bit. Okay, it continues its orbit. Okay, seems to be working fine here. Okay, there you go, orbit mode. Okay, once it's done with a single orbit, it should stop there. Oh no, it continues. Okay, what should I do now? Stop it. Okay, so here we are on the second day of testing. On the first day, I wasn't able to get a proper follow me test done. So this time around, I'm going to do a proper follow me test. So let's see if it follows. Oh, nope, it's not following yet. Let's push it out first. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Doesn't seem to be moving. So it's follow me is a bit spotty. It doesn't seem to be working properly. Okay, so now it went back, so it should be working right now. Yep, it is working. So as you can see here, the drone is moving backing up from me. Yep. And it seems follow me just exits by itself, so kind of weird. Okay, so now we're gonna try the waypoint navigation. Okay, so now I'm gonna execute the waypoint navigation. Okay, so waypoint has been executed and it's now rising up to altitude. Oh, that's pretty high. So it's going to the second waypoint. Okay, now it's going to the third waypoint. Okay, so now it's done at the third waypoint. So yeah, GPS waypoint navigation is successful, and I'm gonna bring it back home because it's going to rain soon now. Okay, so that's a successful waypoint mission. So you just saw the Hubsan X4 Desire Pro's GPS features in action, and these features are pretty reliable, except for the follow me mode, which doesn't quite work sometimes. It's a bit of a hit and miss if you're using follow me. However, I find the other GPS features on the Desire Pro to be quite reliable. The return to home and the GPS hold features are quite reliable, and even the orbit feature and waypoints are worked pretty well, and I had no issues with those. And before you fly this X4, make sure that before you use the GPS features, make sure that the drone itself has a good GPS lock, and your smartphone, because if you do not have a good GPS lock, then some issues can arise, and in fact the X4 does not allow you to execute GPS flight features such as waypoint or follow me if the GPS lock isn't good. And the biggest flaw of the Desire Pro is the fact that it uses Wi-Fi to control. By that I mean the phone itself is used as the controller for controlling the drone, and to control the drone it uses Wi-Fi instead of 2.4 gigahertz. And this controller itself does not use 2.4 gigahertz to communicate with the drone. It actually connects to your smartphone via Bluetooth. So whatever stick controls that you input on this transmitter will go, this is not a transmitter actually, conventional transmitter. Whatever stick controls that you input here will go through your phone via Bluetooth, and then it will go to the drone via Wi-Fi. So because it uses Wi-Fi, the control range on this thing is pretty bad. I'm getting about 50 to 100 meters only, and when it loses contact with the phone, what it does is it doesn't do anything, it just stays there. So make sure that you don't fly too far. If you want to fly beyond 50 or 100 meters, I strongly recommend using a Wi-Fi extender or Wi-Fi repeater. That would get you probably a few hundred meters distance. And another interesting thing about the Desire Pro is that when you execute waypoint navigation, if it gets out of the control range, the Wi-Fi control range of your phone, it will just continue executing the waypoints until it's finished. And it doesn't really have any failsafe that allows it to go back to the home launch location if it loses contact with the smartphone. So that's a bit of a risky thing. So if you're doing waypoint navigation, make sure that the final waypoint is not too far from where you are standing, otherwise you wouldn't be able to get it back. And I believe once it reaches its final waypoint, it just stays put at its location and doesn't do anything. So if you do not have control of the drone and you're not able to get it back until you walk closer to it till you get the your phone connected back to the drone. And another thing to remember when you're doing waypoint navigation is that always be sure that the flight path taken by the drone is not obstructed by any tall objects or buildings, because the Desire Pro does not have any smart features that allows it to detect obstacles and avoid them. It will just crash into a tree or a building if it's in the way. So yeah, anyway, this is a good drone to have for those who want an affordable introduction into GPS drones. If you're looking to buy a DJI Spark or something like a Phantom and you want something to train on, a cheap introduction to GPS flying, the Desire Pro is a great choice. It is less than $100 and gives you a very good and affordable introduction into GPS drones. Overall, I will give it a pretty good score for reliability in terms of flight features. Flight time is about 10 minutes with the original battery that it has. And if you're going to fly this thing, make sure that at least you purchase a few batteries, because 10 minutes is just too short. Since the Desire Pro does not have a mechanical gimbal stabilizer, the videos on this drone are very bad. You have very bad camera shake and all that. I believe it takes better photos than videos. So you're gonna get a lot of camera shake if you're shooting videos. So if you need a good video quality in the air, you have no choice but to go for the Spark or something similar that has a mechanical gimbal here. So that concludes my review of the Hubsan X4 Desire Pro. I hope you found the video useful. If you've enjoyed watching it, please hit the thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more future videos like this. So till the next video review, I'll see you again. Goodbye.